In 1988, there was a great big convention of homosexual activists and their supporters. And this convention went on, and they were sitting around trying to figure out, how can we get society to accept us and our sexual practices? How can we make that happen? And they had a big conference on it, and two people at that conference wound up writing a book. And that book was published in 1990. And you can just go look this up on the internet. The book is called After the Ball. It's called After the Ball. And in that book, these two homosexual activist authors lay out the plan that they're going to do, that needs to be done by the homosexual community in order to get people to accept homosexual sex is normal and perfectly fine. And the first thing they do is they say the first thing we have to do is start portraying ourselves as victims. We're being abused, misunderstood, and what flows immediately from that is, and we want our civil rights. We're victims, and we need to have our rights established for us. The third thing they said they want to do is make sure that in the public realm, meaning the media, that homosexuals are portrayed in a very favorable light. That homosexual activists are portrayed in a very favorable light. If you look at their plan, it's worked perfectly. It's only been 20 years, 22 years. And everything they set out to accomplish, they've accomplished. They're just at the very tip of the mountain right now, and the very tip of the mountain is get gay marriage legalized. And then that's it. There is nothing left. They've been working very hard doing this. Extremely hard doing this. So if you turn on American television, there are so many homosexual characters and plots on regular evening television that a recent poll by, I believe it was by Gallup, I don't remember, but a recent poll asked everyday Americans, what percentage of the population at large do you think is homosexual? The actual percentage is around 2 to 4%, roughly. There's no way to know for certain, but it's estimated down around there. So say 3% as an average. So about 3% of the population self-identifies as homosexual. But when you ask the average American what percentage it is, it was higher than 25%. There's so much gay stuff in your face, in the media, in movies, on TV, in books, on talk shows, on magazine covers. It's gay, 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 gay. And by the time you've heard all of this nonstop, the average American thinks that 25%, 1 out of every 4 people in the United States is gay. Because they've done nothing but been flooded with this information for years. Every time you turn around, some star in Hollywood is, I'm gay, or I'm pro-gay, or I was gay, and I'm gay again, and I'm gay now, and now I'm gay 3 times, constantly. And you see on magazine covers, on popular magazines, you know, those like People and Us, the kind of gossipy rag magazines, you see on the covers of those magazines, you know, 2 guys, married, raising their son. Where did the son come from? In vitro fertilization, generally. See, the whole thing is breaking apart. The whole thing is breaking apart, and it's not by accident. It's the intention. It's been the intention to break the entire thing apart. In the United States, public education, get the kids. Get the kids. So in all of the institutions that make up a culture, entertainment, the courts, education, religion, in all of the major institutions, if you start changing things in each of those institutions, you eventually bring about a change in the entire culture. And that's been the goal. That's always been the goal. It's been the goal of the folks who've been running the homosexual rights movement for 30 years.